what do you make of this latest pardon?
Well, this is just one of his many pardons from the very start, all abusive, because what he's doing is either benefiting cronies or trying to excite his base. What I should point out about this pardon, though, is that it is not a pardon that wipes out Manafort's conviction. It's a pardon that's after conviction, so his conviction stands, but now his rights will be restored. And if he has any more prison time to do, then that, I take it, is being commuted by this pardon.
We know the presidential pardon power only extends to federal offenses, right? So why did a state high court just rule that a pardoned Trump crony couldn't be prosecuted for his state crimes? I'm attorney Adrienne Lawrence, and this is Overruled. Welcome into TYT Overruled, where you get to be the judge. Today's case concerns why the federally pardoned Paul Manafort just got a pass from being prosecuted under New York state law. Here are the three things you need to know. First, the backstory. If you recall, Paul Manafort, that's former President Donald Trump's 2016 campaign chairman, was convicted of federal tax fraud in 2018. Well, Trump just pardoned him before leaving office. And wanting to ensure Manafort was held accountable for something, the New York City DA charged Manafort under state law for tax fraud. But New York State High Court just said no dice. Even though Manafort's pardon only applies to federal crimes, well, the court said he can't be prosecuted under state law for tax fraud because he was already convicted for violating tax fraud under federal law. That violates double jeopardy. That's that legal principle that says a defendant cannot be tried twice for the same offense. Second, what does that mean for Steve Bannon, the former White House strategist who was also pardoned by Trump? Well, Bannon won't get off so easily as Manafort did, and this is why. Federal prosecutors charged Bannon with fraud in the We Built the Wall campaign, and he was pardoned from that. But he was never tried and convicted for that, unlike Manafort. And that means the New York City DA isn't barred from prosecuting Bannon under New York state law. And third, interestingly enough, Manafort may still face charges, but under federal law. So you're likely thinking, how is that possible because Trump pardoned him? Well, it appears that Trump's pardons were written so that they only covered convictions. That pardon didn't include all potential liability. That means there's an argument to be made that even though Manafort can't face fraud tax charges in New York state court, he could be hauled back into federal court to answer for other crimes he may have committed that weren't a part of his federal tax fraud conviction. That's it. Those are the three things you need to know about what we can call Paul Manafort's pardon predicament. So what do you think? Will federal prosecutors haul Manafort back into court again? Well, you let me know your thoughts below. Hit me up on Twitter using the hashtag TYT Overruled. Follow us here for more, and thanks for watching.